Hello everybody, it's Frinks here. Today I'm showing you some footage of my own training, part of my training program that I recently started and that I'm making really great gains with. This home session was purely planche and one-arm chin-up oriented, as those are my main strength goals. As you can see, I start my planche work with some basic scapulas drills and planche leans. This is really helping me with feeling the proper engagement of serratus anterior, deltoids and core. I threw in some handstand work prior to the eccentrics. Handstand is a skill itself, it requires some preparation and it should be stable before the negatives, that's why I do it. Those first two sets might be a little bit shaky. I always start eccentrics easily. Here I'm in kind of ball shape and I extend my body as the sets go. This is probably the most opened. It's almost the proper advanced tuck. The next step was some negatives in straddle position, and although you can probably tell they are not perfect, I'm getting better and better with every session, so it works for me perfect. And although I started focusing more on dynamic movements right now than statics with the planche, I still do a couple of tuck holds just to feel the position under full body weight load, which is also crucial in my opinion, but that's only what I think. And then there was the time for band assisted stuff. I perform straddle negatives, straddle planche leans, like leans to the straddle planche. The intensity is the same in all of those movements. I use orange and yellow light bands. And the third drill was the tuck to straddle shots. So as you can see, I'm trying to hit the straddle position from every angle. And I finished off the planche work with some extra work for scapulas. Now it's the time for one-arm chin-up. So logically I perform some retractions, depressions, some one-arm hangs, active hangs, and I'm going straight to the one-arm chin-up negatives. As you can probably tell, I have an issue with the last part of negative. The first two parts I have absolutely no problem with even holding, but the last part is so tricky for me. The left arm is weaker, so I use the little finger for support. It let me give more attention to this sticking point. So there were two sets of that, and the main work was based around 8 singles on of band assisted one-arm chin-ups. In my eyes, this drill is the best tool for one-arm chin-up, as it allows you to pull in a centered manner. Unlike the mantles or archers or pretty much most exercises, finger assisted, pulley assisted, here I replicate the movement quite nicely. As I do singles, I can really focus on every rep, so this is another advantage. Here is some straight bar handstand play in my breaks. Nothing that is planned, just some random attempts. And yeah, as I do singles, I can really focus, and I can also do some negative after that. And on different days I do more reps and more volume, but this day is pure technique and intensity. And to be honest, I like this rotation. It gave me some diversity in my training. The session got finished with some structural balance work, 2 sets of external rotation, warm external rotation, followed by very interesting exercise called IYT on the floor. And that was it, really. The session was pretty long, but this is purely technique based and intensity, so the rest have to be quite long. If you enjoyed this kind of my own road training footage, let me know in the comments, and have a good day.